Hello, my name is Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. Today I want to talk about John Deere. And the more I see with the mentality of people, I'm curious as to how they'll react to this, whether they'll still follow along. I'm going to leave a link in the description, and this is where I first heard about this. And I'm wondering how many other people hear about this and how much this will actually make any sort of news headlines or make it through how much of the media will actually cover this. I've talked about my prior videos about where I live. This is a backwoods kind of outlaw state, an outlaw in both good and bad ways. And when I get to talking more about my life and the things I've learned moving here, it's absolutely just, I'm blown away. I'm amazed by so much, and it's really opened my eyes and gave me knowledge to so much. My nickname when I moved here became Farmer, and that's what everybody, I mean, there's so many people here who don't even know my real name. They just know me as Farmer. And it's because I came here and brought a family here and built a small farm. Had goats and chickens, rabbits, pigs. And right here where my rabbits were, it doesn't want to track me. There we go. Did you find me? Again, electronics work wonderful. Right here's where the rabbits were. Let's see if it follows along. Can you follow me? Oh, lost. Oh, slow and go. Come. I can't even walk that fast and it still can't follow me. That's pretty remarkable. Over here's where my pigs were. I don't know if you see it. I can't tell what's on the screen really. But there's a pig house in the background here. A lot of people here farm and do things, but like in history, a lot of people don't know this. The saying, people know this saying. Master of all trades, jack of none. Or jack of all trades, master of none. The actual real old school original saying to that was jack of all trades, master of one. And that saying was because everybody had a trade they did to earn their living, but you didn't have a plumber to call to come and fix your plumbing back then. You had to learn how to fix things like yourself. Yeah, we had people who specialized in making those things and people who specialized in doing those things, but back in the day, a lot of things that you broke on your farm or in your house, or you had to learn how to at least make by with band-aid repairs to get through your day. So that's where the original saying used to be. That was what it used to be. So here we have a lot of farmers and people who are a pig farmer or a cattle farmer or produce, you know, vegetables and fruit produce. But I came here to do it all. Like I do with everything in my life. My brain, I just want to know how to do it all. I am so fascinated with everything in the world that I can't ever just stick to one thing. I want to know how to do it all. So I came here to raise animals and greenhouses I put up, and so I wanted to raise my kids. And they loved it. It was so healthy. It's one of the most beautiful things when you can just live a simple life and raise your kids in it and be a part of your kids' life and watch them raise baby animals and get to actually truly learn and understand the smiles on their face, the joys they have, and how they get to learn how real world works, not video games. All right, I got to get back on topic here. So, with John Deere Green, it kind of hurts me because John Deere's always been a staple of the farming life, and I love nature and natural living. But they're closing up all their shops and saying, we can't afford it here anymore. But at the same time, and this is where, I mean, people, you've got to stop listening to the BS. Just like Harbor Freight Tools, we're taking away the freebies because we can't afford it no more. But yet, they're reporting record profit. Not sales, profit. Isn't that just... I feel the double backflip. You ever felt that double backflip before? It kind of looks like this. You know, they raise their arms and they get ready to, woohoo, we're going to do a big old, we're going to have some fun here, get ready for the excitement, and then they turn around and go, just like that. That's what it feels like. You ever had that feeling? Because that's what's taking place today. John Deere, record profit, $10 billion profit. But we can't afford it here no more. We're making plastic transmissions because we can't afford a quality part, but yet, wow, look at how we're living. People got to stop supporting this. Shut John Deere down. Burn the equipment that you already do have. I personally, when I had my business, dealt with it with Toro. I gave away my Toro equipment, and I'll never own another Toro product again after what I dealt with that company. We need to unite and stand as people and stop this nonsense. It's getting lied to right to our face. This is what I've been talking about this in my videos. Oh, that bending over hurt. I've talked about this in my videos. We get lied to right to our faces and treated like children. And the reason it's happened is because people have acted like children and just listen to it and fall for it. Most people don't know this, but during COVID, one thing happened for the first time in the entire history of the United States that most people don't even know took place. And that was the change in wealth. The people used to have more money than our government and big business. During COVID, that statistic for the first time in history changed. Now the people have less money. And how many big businesses do we even have today? We talk about we want free trade and freedom of people, but yet the absolute opposite has taken place throughout our entire history of my lifetime of being an adult. Watch it just dwindle right downhill. The small mom and pop shops have all closed up. Now we have Amazon in turn to. How many people have cable anymore? And now you got YouTube. And where else do you have to go? And these people are so rich, like gods, and still want to keep charging us more and making more. And in order to survive in that world, you keep giving more. Where'd all the money go? This is another video I'm going to make because I want to know, where did all the money go? How's China? China is now complaining about financial crisis. How is the most profitable country, the richest country in the entire world? I mean, they're now saying that they're in a financial crisis? How does that work? This is another statistic I'm sure probably nobody who watches this video even knows. You know, China is the only country in the entire world who is in debt to nobody. Isn't that power in itself? I mean, am I stupid? Am I not capable of thinking for myself here? Does anybody else think about this stuff? Because I'm not hearing anybody else talk about it. I'm hearing people talk about China's in a financial crisis. Well, how? How is that even possible? Where did all the money go? Well, we need to start taking it back. And the only way we take it back is stop giving it to them. That's the only answer. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? Join together as people and start helping one another to get by again. That's one thing I love about living here. That's what we do. They want to use it against me in court because I had a car. The car I had was donated to me because I transport the people here for their medical needs that can't. And our state does not have the resources to do it, so I started doing it just out of the kindness of my heart. Started with the elderly woman right across the street, then a guy 2 blocks down, another one down the road, and then just one of the elderly women for the tribe. It grows. So they donated a car and helped me pay for the stuff because I helped them out. That's how the real world is supposed to work. It's why I will never leave here. I love the people here. I love the landscape here. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen and place I've ever lived. But how many of you can say that about where you live? How many around you, when you've seen it, that's not at all hidden? When you're high on the hog, everybody wants to come and suck from your tit. But as soon as you fall, they disappear and scatter. Yay, society. shut down John Deere. Watch the video about what this lady has to say and all the statistics. I mean, she pulls out the statistics and shows you. You can't deny that this is just absolute BS. So I'm really curious, you know, especially when I talk, and then this is going to be a future show of the mentality of people. Will they shut down John Deere and say, no, we're done? We're done. So many businesses in America, these people are gazillionaires, and all they want to do is keep peeing in our Cheerios and then turning around and dumping it on our head too. The only way we stop it is to stand together and quit supporting it. Stop giving them our money. I've done it with so many things in my life. What are you willing to do it with in yours?